Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are continuing with the Christmas Greenery set. This is a card that we made at my upline Tanya Badalka's card night a couple of weeks ago. And so I have copied it exactly, but I'm going to just show you how it goes together. This is all bubble bath paper. We've got a standard card base, and then we've got a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of the bubble bath again. We've embossed it with the pressed flower folder here after we inked it up with the stamp from the set in bubble bath, so it is like tone on tone. So we've got this beautiful backdrop, and what we're going to do is we are going to just drag our scissors along the edge and just soften up that edge, make it kind of raggedy. You can do it with your fingers if you want. It's a little bit easier to soften up the edge with a pair of scissors, and then you can go in and bend it with your fingers. But we're just adding a little bit of character to this. And if you want just the edge roughed up, you go right along the edge. But if you want to fold it over, you kind of come in from the back a little bit, and it folds that edge over for you. Now, I need to be a little bit careful here because we've got the embossing folder. If it tears, it's okay. You don't have to start again if the paper tears. I promise, it's okay. It just gives that distressed look a little bit more authenticity. So we're just going to come through, rough that edge up, and just come in, fold this edge over, and I'm just going to come in and just give it a little bit of a push, just rolling that edge just a little bit with my fingers. Now that I've got it softened up with the scissors roughen the edge up. So you can do this without roughing the edge up. The roughing up just gives it a little bit more character. So we're going to come in, just fold those edges in a little bit, and then we're going to build our card front. So I'm just going to put this off to the side for now. This whole piece here is it's just glued down. I thought it was dimensionalized, but it is just glued down, and apparently I need another glue dot on there, so that goes on there like that. So we can actually just glue this down. I'm going to add my adhesive, and I'm going to attach this down. So I really, really appreciate Tanya showing us this idea and giving me the kit of pieces to make it with. She makes card kits at Stampin with Tanya Badalka. She makes up kits, and you can actually buy the kits from her as well. But this is day one back from a 2-week vacation, so I appreciate having this kit ready-made, ready to go. It's been brilliant. So we've got our piece of designer series paper here, and we've got 2 smaller pieces. They're about 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of this, and I'm going to put adhesive right along the edge here because these actually stick on the edge like this. Just giving it a little bit of detail in the background. And then we're going to pop this down. And this is about 1.5 inches by 3 3/4 or 3.5, maybe 3 3/4. So we're just going to pop that down just so we can still see some of that detail in the background. And again, it's the pressed flowers folder. And then I'm just going to put a whole bunch of adhesive down kind of in the background here, because this is where I'm going to put my other pieces. And this is all cut out of the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper. So this is going to come out like this. This one's going to come out like this here, okay? And then this piece, I believe we did indeed dimensionalize that piece, but we didn't dimensionalize, no, and we dimensionalized this one as well. So this one's going to go on next, and we dimensionalized it. So let me grab my mini dimensionals out, and we're going to put one on like that, one on like that, and maybe we'll tuck one down here like this. There we go. So yeah, we're going to pop this down and it's going to come off the side like that. And then I'm going to put a mini dimensional at the top of this piece like that. And then just some adhesive on the bottom here like this. And this is going to pop right through the middle like that. Now, the reason I put a dimensional here and just plain adhesive here is because the large green leaf is already dimensionalized, so I didn't want to double dimensionalize that front piece. So now what we're going to do, and I apologize, this is a We Wish You a Merry Christmas on the Designer Series paper again in Boston White, and I don't know which set this came from, but you can use any greeting that you like. You can use a larger one that says Merry Christmas in a larger font, but this is how this card was built. Okay, and then we've just got some gold, it's not linen thread, but it's about the same weight as linen thread. And we're just going to pop this on like this, right here. And I've just used an adhesive dot for that apparently isn't adhesive. Okay, let me grab my adhesive dots again. Okay, all the things that go right when you're doing the prep. Okay, and let's just peel that backing off. Okay, now we've got an adhesive dot on there. So we're just going to stick that down like that. And that is our finished card. Again, we've got the pressed flowers folder after we had stamped it with the stamp from the Christmas Greenery set. And then we use the dies to cut out of gold and the Designer Series paper for all of the details. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really like this one, and stay tuned. I've got one more card this week.